knows me well enough to know that my planning of traveling usually isn't very well planned whatsoever. One of the last trips I took before the pandemic was to Southeast Asia, and I had a layover in Shanghai, but I didn't have a visa to be in mainland China because I wasn't staying there. So I get off the plane, go to my connecting flight, and randomly walking through the airport, this woman who I assume worked there comes up to me and sticks a thermometer in my mouth and doesn't say anything. And it was like pre-pandemic when it wasn't cool to like check people's health. So I wasn't sure exactly what to do. Like, what do you do in that scenario? She didn't say anything. She just walked right up to me and I was like, do I look sickly? Is it a problem if I'm sickly? But I think what confused me even more is like, one, did you sanitize this before you put it in my mouth? But two, do you want to talk about it afterwards? Like, if you're going to stick something in a hole, like, can we have a conversation about it, right? Like, that's really, really my concern. Nope, she took the thermometer and just walked away. And I'm like, am I good? Are we set? Like, do you need anything further? So I kept going. I get to my gate and show my ticket, and the guy's like, no. And I was like, yes, this is going to happen. You're just going to need to roll with it. And I think no is the only word he knew. And I don't like the word no, so it just really didn't mesh well. So he finally points over to the counter, and the woman at the counter was like, oh, yeah, we had to cancel the flight because of a monsoon. And I was like, isn't that just a little rain? Like, can't we just drive through it? Is it really that big of a deal? So she's like, well, you're going to need to stay in Shanghai for a little bit. And I was just like, well, I don't have a visa to be here. And she's like, no, it's okay. It's not your fault. And I'm like, I'm not worried about taking the blame, but how am I going to get into mainland China without a visa? And she's like, it's okay. I was like, okay, if you say it's okay, it's fine. So go into mainland China for about 4 days or so, and I'm headed to the hotel, and nobody's really speaking English to me, and I don't speak Mandarin. And I get to the hotel, and the guy standing in front of me is like, yeah, they're saying in Mandarin that you have to share a hotel room, like double up. And I was like, well, I don't have anybody to double up with. I'm traveling by myself. And he's like, I mean, I guess we could double up. And I was just like, yeah, that sounds like a great idea. So I double up with this stranger. And I was just like, I texted my friend. I was like, if I die tomorrow, like, just, tell my mom I love her. Like, I don't know what else to say. I didn't wind up dying. But anyway, so that's why my mother gets nervous every time I travel by myself.